Hi Scorpio, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. So, you know, we've done this isn't your April general reading. This is, you know that every month I come with the general readings for the monthly general readings. And I thought it would be a good idea to come back with another reading that is, one where you can actually just see the outlay of the cards, which is what I like doing. Not on a month-by-month basis, but a lot of the time I like to introduce other spreads onto the channel. But this is the same Gypsy Tarot spread, but I thought, I'm just going to focus generally on you guys for the next 6 months between April through to September. And I did it sort of in a 6-month chunk because, we'll probably do another one, 6-month Gypsy Tarot spread, maybe from October through to, 2018, six-month spread then, maybe October through to the March and end of March 2018 later on in the year. But I didn't want to focus it just purely on love because a lot of us tarot readers do that, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I just wanted to just focus generally on you guys, what could be coming in for you guys over the next 6 months in the Gypsy spread. The only difference with this spread now is we're using as a clarifier for some of the points that we need more clarity on the blue bird Lenormand. Sorry about my crusty hand again. Jeez, I oil these hands and they still end up looking bloody crusty. So annoying. But yeah, so I thought that this would be a good idea. It would be a nice thing to do for the channel, just to get a little bit of insight on what could potentially be happening for Scorpio. So I'm just getting some cream now behind me just to see if I can oil up these crusty hands, man, because there's nothing worse than a crusty hand on the screen, man. So yeah, we're going to have a look for you what's coming in. Now Lenormand is the same, it's not the same as tarot, but it's a similar divination tool that one uses, okay, to foretell the future, foretell situations around you. It's made up of 36 cards. I think it's a French system of Lenormand. It's French or German, one of the two, but really, really good cards. So we're going to use those as clarification on this particular reading. So we're going to have a look what's going on around you mentally and emotionally. I'm sorry that the cards are already laid. It's funny because I actually started recording this before. You saw me shuffle the cards on screen and everything, but I didn't like the way it was recorded. Okay, I didn't like the way the recording was going. I didn't like the sun was really streaming through, so you could hardly see the cards. The sun's gone down a little bit now, so it just, the cards should show up a little bit better now for you guys, okay? But yeah, we're going to use the Lenormand as your clarification cards. We've only got so much through the reading anyway, so it's not far for me to go, and we've still got the clarifiers to draw as well. Mentally and emotionally, what's coming up? What's the energy around this? And these top cards here, the ones along the top, are really kind of telling us, they're setting the scene, they're setting the sort of story. So usually we could use this as maybe the crowning area, so your thoughts potentially, but it could also just be the situation. This is what manifests as a result of the situation, and this is the reason for what the situation is or what the manifestation is here. You'll see as we go along. So around your mental and emotional situation, right, so, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I'm using these other cards. I like to show you guys the different cards that I use. The Anarchy Tarot, really beautiful, beautiful set of cards. So clear, so crisp, so vibrant. Beautiful. I really love this deck of cards that I'm using. The Hermit is your, the energy around your mental and emotional. And the Hermit is a card about withdrawal, but it's also a card about insight. And so when we get the Hermit card, it's all about kind of taking things back a little bit. If you get the Hermit in the reverse, this is self-imposed exclusion. So you're really taking yourself out of a situation. You might not want to be around people so much. You might not want to be around society so much. You really kind of just, back up and take yourself out of a situation. And this is on purpose. For me, the Hermit, when it's in the upright, this is about something that you are being spiritually and divinely led to do. So the Hermit card can represent when you are, for example, going into a new system of education. So it's often the card of the investigator, which is often why the Hermit will turn up as a lawyer or something like that in a reading. For me, the Hermit is where we are following a path, or we're on a spiritual journey of enlightenment. So this is why this card shows up. It's you know, it's an older guy, it's an older geezer here, who is, you know, he's looking at his life and he's looking at the meaning of his life. Now we can see that the lantern, funnily enough, is behind him. All right, so it's almost like he's got the answers that he's seeking already. He no longer needs to search. He's just trying to find a way now to move forward. So I feel that the energies around your mental and emotional is about having, you know, found the enlightenment or the clarity that you're seeking around your lives over the months between April 2017 and September 2017. But where is that leading to you? Where is that leading you as a mental thought? What comes as a result of the Hermit? Well, death. I feel that there are intrinsic changes mentally and emotionally that you guys are going through here. I feel that there is a real period of transition happening for Scorpio with the death card, because this is your card after all. It's us. I'm a Scorpio as well, so us Scorpios are always kind of the phoenix rising from the ashes. We get knocked down, but we do tend to get up again. That's the, you know, certainly I'm 2 parts Scorpio, 1 part Aries. So, you know, I'm pretty much a Scorpio through and through. And how I approach situations is when I get knocked down, I tend to brush myself off and, you know, start all over again. I never get locked down. And, you know, really, all of these people can say that they know what a Scorpio is, but until you're a Scorpio, you don't really know what it's like to be a Scorpio. We are very, very resilient. We're hard-ass individuals. We're tough in our assessment of situations. We do not trust too easily until we get to know who individuals are. We know exactly, yes, we are the type of people who can hold on to situations. We are a fixed sign. So we will hold on to the death. But when we know it's time to give up, we know it's time to give up. And that's what the death card is. It's about closing the door on the past, moving forward. It's about turning a situation around that you know no longer serves you and following your instincts, your basis instincts, and moving forward with that knowledge. So I feel that mentally and emotionally, you guys are really transitioning. You're changing. You are going through a time of metamorphosis. Between April 2017 and October 2017, but it's in the mental and emotional. So emotionally, you will start to feel those changes. I mean, within your body, you're going to start to feel those changes. Mentally, you'll start to feel those changes in the next 6 months between April and September 2017. You're going to start to feel what it feels like to actually unburden yourself, because the death card is also about unburdening yourself of things that are chaining you down. And what's the reason for the mental and the emotional for Scorpio being death between April and September 2017? Wow. Okay, so 7 of Rods. Now, you can see on this Anarchy Tarot deck, what we have is 2 men fighting against each other. All right? You can be either one of these people here. But for me, this card, if you look at the picture, because I don't, you know, for me, tarot, which is why I always use cards that show a picture on them, because I like to see how the pictures interact and what the cards are trying to say by the interaction. So usually in the Rider-Waite deck, what you'll find is a man who's on a hilltop and he's got 1 wand in his hand and there are 6 wands against him and he's fighting them off. The ethos of the 7 of Wands is to stand your ground, is to stand by your beliefs, is to stand in confidence and perseverance. But sometimes, you know, there's only so much you can carry on persevering with. There's only so much that you can carry on holding on to. There's only so much fighting that you can do in your life. And I feel that why we've got you guys, the energies is being the Hermit, is because you've had enough of this. If you look at the 7 of Rods, whatever capacity this takes in your life over the next 6 months, you guys will have had enough of this fight. And you're letting go with the Hermit card, because it's a case of, you know, the reason for this transition mentally and emotionally is that you've been fighting a long game, because that's what the 7 of Rods is. If you look at the 7 of Rods, you can see the deeper meaning of these cards. If you really kind of closed your eyes, Scorpio, and got into the thought pattern of these cards, you would see that with the 7 of Rods, this person cannot win. Even though you feel that you can win, really at the end of the day, because the pictures on tarot cards, as the pictures on anything, are a moment in time that are fixed. We don't see, it's not an animation that, you know, it's not a cartoon so you see the end of the story. The Seven of Rods as a standalone card, what you're seeing is somebody who's fighting, and they're forever fighting on that card. So they're forever standing there against their detractors, against their enemies, against their foes, and they're forever saying, you know what, I'm standing here, bitch, I'm not moving, I have great belief in who I am, I'm strong, I'm confident, and you're not going to get me off this hilltop. But it's a moment in time that is captured on the card through a painting. So that card really, for me, is yes. You fight, you stand by your beliefs, you stand by your inner strength, you never give up with a Seven of Wands card, but it's a moment in time, and that person is forever never giving up. Which is why, on here, we see the same sort of thing, except this person has its opponent right there. For me, some of you guys may have been fighting against something forever, for a long, long time. But the crowning thoughts as a result of that situation are feeding through to the Hermit. And that Hermit is saying, hang on a minute, hang on. Let me just back up here a minute. What am I doing? What am I doing? Look at it. Look at the pictures. Look at how the Hermit looks into the distance as a result of what's going on here. And he's saying to himself, you know what? Fuck this. Sorry, but, you know, screw this. Enough's enough. Is this really going to get me anywhere? This is what the Hermit, I reckon, is thinking to himself. Because this is the reason. This is the root issue for why you're going through a transitional phase. So you're changing mentally, emotionally. There is a real change going on here. There is the need to unburden oneself with Scorpio over the period of April to September 2017. Because you done had enough of this. And that's why the crowning area is, you know what, there's got to be a better way. Look at it. Look at it. Look how he's facing and looking out into the distance. He's saying, you know what, shit, there's got to be a better way here. Think about the Hermit. Look at his picture. Look at his back. Look at what he's doing. Look how he's put that lantern down. He just knows. He just knows. He just says, you know what, I don't even need the lantern to tell me that there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way in this. So the crowning area is saying mentally, there has to be a better way. And I'm looking forward. You know what? Spirit's telling me that there's got to be a better way. And therefore, mentally and emotionally, okay, I'm going to release myself from these burdens. Mentally and emotionally, I'm gonna change up how I've been doing things here, because I'm sick of this fight. I'm tired of this shit. I feel that you guys, mentally and emotionally, you're tired of something here over the next 6 months, April to September 2017. You're done with it. Absolutely done with it. You're going through a transitional phase with that death card mentally and emotionally. Because you know there's got to be a better way. What is going on in the present situation? What is the energies around that? Your focus, this is the general focus cards, remember, here at the top. So your focus may be on wealth, family, stability, security, which is what the Ten of Pentacles is. Building strong foundations. Ten of Pentacles is a beautiful card, and I love that card because it's such a card of excellence. And it represents the attainment of major goals when you get this card. So you know when you get this card, you know that something firm has been built. You know that something stable has been built. You know that this is a card about family riches. This is a card about abundance, inheritance, wealth, all of those lovely things. But it's also about building a strong, not just a material foundation, but literally a strong earthly foundation. So a house, a home, plenty to eat, strong resources. So your energies might be focused around building very, very strong resources, having strong resources with the Ten of Pentacles. And as a result of that, what are you doing in the present? Well, there you go, the Seven of Swords. Through mental agility, cleverness, intelligence, you find a way to receive this, because this is what your energies are focused on in the present within the next 6 months. It is on those strong financial, materialistic, earthly resources, strong family, happiness, gratitude, all of these things your focus is on. But you haven't received it here with the Seven of Rods, because the Seven of Rods says that you're fighting to attain this. This is why you're going through a transitional period with the Death card, because you've been fighting against something, a battle that you just feel this is going on and on and on and on. There's no change with it. I'm consistently having to fight for what I want. I'm consistently having to fight against the machine. I'm consistently having to fight against competitors, whatever it is that I want to attain within life. And the Hermit says, you know what, enough. enough of this. There has to be a better way forward. So mentally and emotionally, you're going through real change. Mentally, you're changing up the way that you think. Emotionally, you can feel those changes taking effect on your body. Remember, the death card means to release. So a real kind of weight is being lifted from your shoulders. And that's because in the present, your focus is on stability and security for yourself within your life, perhaps within your family, perhaps within your work, within your relationships in general. So how do you get that? As a result of this card, what do you do in the present? Well, you find a way, you find a solution to getting those things, because that's the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is not all about deception, it's about cunning, really. Yes, it can show deceptive energies around you, but this is what you guys, I believe, are doing. This isn't somebody else. This is what you are actually doing here. You're being very, very clever, very smart with the Seven of Swords in the present, in your everyday life over the next 6 months, April through to September 2017. And why are you doing this? Why are you actually... This is the card also of escape, movement, being proactive, legwork. So this means you guys are putting the legwork in. You're being very proactive in what you're doing. This is what you do when you're the Seven of Swords. And why is that? Because of the Two of Swords. And I love this version of the Two of Swords with the Anarchy Tarot. I never really read the booklets of new decks that I buy. I've got plenty of new decks. I will be showing you guys the other new decks that I've got over the course of the year. But, you know, when I use them in readings. But I wanted to show you something, and this is from the first recording that I did of this video that I noticed. On the Rider-Waite Tarot, the Two of Swords looks like this. So in the Rider-Waite Tarot, you've got a woman who is crossing her heart with swords. She's not paying attention to her intuition. She's not. She's paying attention to her logic. I'll give you a quick story. When I first started Carol's Universe, you know, I mean, I'm nearly at 23,000 subscribers, and I'm very proud of that, you know. I want, at the end of the year, God willing, to be at 30,000 subscribers. That would be a dream come true for me, because I love my work, and I love the tarot, and I love everything that I do in terms of the business that I run. Okay, so I started Carol's Universe. It was a makeup channel before, and I started doing it as... Because I was never... I mean, I love makeup, and I like looking good, but, you know, I'm not one of those types that really wants to base her YouTube career, because I am a full-time YouTuber now, full-time blogger, full-time website owner, full-time, you know, business person, as it were. And, you know, I changed up the channel from makeup to tarot because I just needed something that held more weight and more substance for me. You know, I had to do something that I really believed in. And there are only so many makeup looks that I could do. And I was, you know, I only really, when I wear makeup, have a certain look that I will put on. So I'm not really that creatively minded with makeup. So, you know, I'm more analytical. That's the type of individual that I am. And when I started Carol's Universe on YouTube, it was just doing really well. And it's always done really well. Subscribership's really gone up. It's always been doing... Ever since then, it's really been doing well since I started as a tarot channel. But when I started the website, in my head... You know, I knew that I wanted to do the website for, you know, full time. I knew that I wanted to do the website full time. But I was scared that it wouldn't work. And I was scared that, you know, I'd have to go back to an office. So what I did was I did the Two of Swords thing. I said to myself, okay, what I'll do is I'll think about this in the most logical and rational way that I can. I'll say that the YouTube channel is very popular. But the website will be popular, but it will have a limited type of popularity. I won't be able to live off it. I won't be able to, you know, make a proper living on the website. So what I'll do is I think with these two swords, I'll pay attention to what I think my logic is telling me. And that is, my mind is telling me, go to an office. And that's what I did. And I got a lot of shit when I went to an office. So I decided not to pay attention to my intuition, which is the moon behind this woman. I decided to pay attention to my mind. And I suppressed, which is the water and the moon. For me, the scarf that covers this woman's eyes is her inability to open them to what the truth is. She won't face up to the truth. She won't face up to what she really wants. She'll suppress it, and she'll put instead what her mind is telling her. And often, sometimes it works where you follow the mind, and it's the right thing to do instead of the heart, especially if you've got a shitty partner, and you're staying with that shitty partner because you're in love with them. Whereas the truth of the matter is this person's a scumbag, but sometimes you need to follow the mind instead of the heart instead of the mind. For me, when I started Carol's Universe, the website, I followed my mind instead of my heart. Now, the whole purpose of that story, I mean, right now, obviously, I run the website full-time. I make a living from Carol's Universe full-time. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy talking to clients. I enjoy doing the website work, being creative. I enjoy running the channel. But back then, a couple of years ago, I wasn't paying attention to that. I was too afraid to tap into that part of me, that intuitive part that said, well, actually, it could be a success if you really just applied yourself and just believed in yourself and just moved forward with that belief. Because what's going to set you back, Carol, is your fear. And the fear set me back. This card is a lot of the time it's about fear. The reason I'm telling you this is you look at the similarities or the lack of similarity between these two cards. The whole point of that example is that between April and September 2017, you guys are using your smarts to get what you want with the Seven of Swords. Because this is what you want, the Ten of Pentacles. You want true stability, whether that's financial stability, whether that's stability in where you live, whether it's stability within your work. But before, you are fighting a losing battle with this Seven of Rods. So much so that mentally and emotionally, you've come to the point with the Hermit, you said enough. Mentally, there's time for change now. I'm going through a mental and emotional rebirth with the Death card. Because I had enough of this situation here. I've really had enough of it. All I'm doing is going around in circles. And you guys have had enough in the next 6 months. Because your focus is on this. And that is stability with that Ten of Pentacles. So with the Seven of Swords, mentally, you find a way to do that. But this is also literally physically. It takes legwork, it takes determination, it takes focus, and it takes an attitude that says, I can do it at whatever cost. And that's because, remember the story of Carol's Universe when I first started. I let my limitations or my limiting beliefs, and this is a card that we can also associate with the word limiting beliefs. I let my limiting beliefs tell me that I had to go and work back in an office. This guy doesn't have limiting beliefs. Because where are the swords? The swords are right behind his back. He's done put them two swords down. Alright? So this is a male here. Male, female, whatever. This man, see them swords that are crossing his heart? His or her heart? The man's taken the blindfold off. Can you see the blindfold? It's now red, funnily enough. And it's put on the cross, on the two swords. He's taken the blindfold off and he's taken the swords down and he's put them behind him and he said enough. No more limiting beliefs. You're doing this because you've let go of your limiting beliefs here with the Two of Swords. I just wanted to show you how it compares to the Two of Swords on the Rider-Waite. To me, this is limiting beliefs because this person has a choice that they refuse to make. But also they're suppressing how they truly feel. They think that their choices are truly in what they see. But they don't believe that their choices are in what they believe. And that's what happens when things start to become successful. Because you allow your beliefs to guide you rather than what you see to guide you. Yeah, when I started Carol's Universe, sure, it was hard at first, the website. I was just getting my footing, I was just getting my grounding, I knew that I would have to build a reputation, all the rest of it. But I never started following it through properly. I carried on with the website, obviously, and also the YouTube channel. But I was never really willing to give in to that just yet because I couldn't trust myself. I didn't trust what God had given me. I didn't trust in my beliefs. I didn't allow what God had given me to flourish at that time. But this is where I am now because I let go. I have no more self-limiting beliefs. I 100% trust and believe in the business that I run. So you guys, over the next 6 months, in the present, you find a way to start achieving what you want. And that's because you let go of limiting beliefs with that Two of Swords in the Anna Kay Tarot. What are your hopes and desires? Wow. We've got the Ten of Cups here. So the Ten of Cups tells you that the energies, the focus for your hopes and desires is all about happiness. And it's all about growth. And it's all about serenity and calm. You look at this woman here and she's got her eyes closed and the sun behind her, and she's standing amongst 10 cups. And this woman feels a sense of contentment. So your focus is very much on contentment with the 10 of cups energy here. Great happiness whether you're with someone or without them. And that's beautiful. And as a result of that, what are your actual hopes? The Queen of Wands energy. Beautiful. Queen of Wands energy talks about intelligence, attractivity, beauty, cleverness, vitality, growth, leadership, fearlessness, confidence. All of those, you can only ever, when the Queen of Rods is in the upright, you can only ever associate this lady with those things. Yes, as a character, she can be conceited, but she has to be conceited. She can be self-absorbed, but she has to be self-absorbed, because sometimes these are the things that are going to get you further. Here, the underlying reason for your change is the Seven of Rods. This Seven of Rods here is somebody who is not valuing who they are, because they keep thinking that they need to fight to get what they want. Until the Hermit in his wisdom says, but I don't need to keep doing that. There has to be another way. Why am I fighting consistently with others for what I want? Why am I consistently fighting the machine, the government, the law, the competitors? Why am I keep doing that? There has to be a way out of that bullshit. I found it. I need to change. I need to change the way that I think about things. I need to change the way that I'm doing things. I need to change the way that I am as an individual. For some of you guys, remember, death represents everything. It represents changes in every single aspect of your life. It's not about physical death. It can be. Hermit, older person, physical death maybe. But we know it's not death here of a person. We know it's death of the soul. And what your soul has come to learn. Because of this, fighting. Could be death of a person. Maybe this person's fighting to stay alive. Until they finally come to the point where they say, no, this is the end of my life. I've released myself into that. But this is not what this reading's about. This is about you guys consistently doing the same old, and getting the same old. There has to be a way out of it. What's the way? Mentally and emotionally, transition, change. Changing my thought processes, changing who I am, changing how I move through the world and how I view the world. I'm viewing the world as a fight. It's not a fight. Because what I want to attain, the focus, is on stability and security with that 10 of Pentacles. Material wealth, abundance, accumulation, attainment, goal setting. And in order to do that, I need to be clever. I need to be cunning. I need to show intelligence. I need to be intelligent, because I'm no longer limiting myself. I was limiting myself here, but I'm no longer limiting myself here. So therefore, the focus around your hopes, completion, happiness. I stand in the sun. I feel good. I feel wonderful. I just feel free. The 10 of Cups is not about money. The 10 of Cups is not about, earthly possessions. The 10 of Cups is just about feeling a sense of calm, enjoyment and completion and abundance in one's life, and happiness and gratefulness for what one has. And as a result of that, if I stand in this power here, my hopes are that I will attract in exactly what it is that I've been looking to attract with the Queen of Rods energy. And why is that? Because I want to reach for the stars, the Chariot. I want to move forward. I want to achieve everything. I want to go travelling. I want to go to the moon and back. I want to attain my goals at whatever cost. I want to do this. There is such a steely determination with Scorpio between April and September 2017. I'm going to get the reason why we've got the Queen of Rods here. Universe Spirit, what is the reason why? What is it that Scorpios are hoping to attract? What are they hoping to attract? What are Scorpios hoping to attract? What are Scorpios hoping to attract into their lives? 3 cards from the top of the deck to show me what Scorpio is hoping to attract. Show me. Okay. right, we've got the road, the gentleman, and the key. I feel you guys are hoping to attract, could be love, could be a decision, the road, from a man who can open the door to opportunities, because the key represents to open a door. The man is a male. You can't change this for a female. It has to be a male. And the road is a decision maker. So when you get the road, it's a path. It's a clear path. Or it can be a decision. I feel that you guys will be hoping to attract a decision from a man who can open the door to an opportunity for you. So this could be a business partner some of you guys are looking to attract in the next 6 months. Because we can see here that you've been fighting. You've been fighting for success here. And you're done with it, with that hermit being the crowning area. Because the mental and emotional, you know things have got to change. And you're setting about the task of doing that. You want to attain this, 10 of Pentacles, wealth, abundance, stability, security, complete happiness, resources even. We can look at the 10 of Pentacles as a card of attaining resources. But how do you do that in the present? Well, you've got to show cleverness. You've got to use certain tactics to get these things. And why is that? Because you're no longer limiting yourself. You no longer have self-limiting beliefs that you've got to fight to get what you want. So therefore, the energies around your hopes are the 10 of Cups. I'm grateful. Thank you, dear Lord. Thank you, dear Jesus. Thank you, universe. I'm grateful for what I have here. I'm so grateful, Lord. Thank you. I'm going to be grateful for everything I have, no matter how rich or how small, how big or how small. I just want to stand at a point of abundance and complete and utter serenity. Because I'm hoping that I'll attract the things that I want to attract into my life through perseverance, through confidence, through determination with the Queen of Rods. Because I want to move on up. Sick of this shit of the 7 of Rods. I'm sick of this shit, man. Sick of fighting for everything I want. I know I don't have to fight no more. This thing needs to change. I need to change how I'm viewing the world. I'm confident. I hope that I can attract in what I want, because I damn well want to move forward here. And what is it that I want to attract? Well, maybe, just maybe, there's someone that you met. Decision from the man who can open the doors to success. Whether you're male or female, this could be a business partnership. It could be love. It could be anything. But you're hoping to attract maybe in another person a partnership with these cards. What are your expectations? Crowned by the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is all about wishful thinking, hope, options, decisions that need to be made. So the focus, I feel, is more on wishful thinking, dreams that you're focused on here. But what are you expecting as a result of these dreams? The 10 of Swords, and that's not a bad card. Can you see that this boy is walking off from the swords? This is the card that represents for me, yes, in certain readings, it can represent where one is being stabbed in the back. It can represent when somebody's being let down, where somebody has been failed, but you're not expecting failure. What you're expecting is, yeah, 7 of Swords, remember, root issue for why you want change. I've been struggling. But what I'm expecting, because I've got many dreams that I want to aspire and achieve to, I'm expecting that fight to be over. Yeah, I still got the battle scars to show for it. I still got the blood on my back. But I expect to get up and achieve no matter what. I expect this time of tumultuous energy to be over. And why is that? Because I've got dreams. I've got dreams. Look at that. 6 of Cups. Look at the pictures. Look at how the pictures tell you. This isn't about the past. This is about the future. Can you see how this girl looks out of a balcony up to the stars? She's dreaming. She's wishing upon a star. She got a wish. She's optimistic. Look at her. She's got her hand on her chin and she's thinking, oh, wow. Wow, look at that. Oh, my God. Just think I could be that. Some of you guys will want to achieve stardom, recognition, all of those things. We've got 2 dream cards here. Look how both people look upwards. Whenever you're looking upwards within the tarot with a look of expectation, you're expecting something greater than yourself to come to you. Your focus is on your dreams with the 7 of Cups. And therefore you expect that a time of pain and difficulty to be over. Because you done made a wish upon a star with the 6 of Cups. You have such belief in the universe and the capacity for the universe to bring you exactly what you want. Because your hopes are to attract a decision from a man that holds the key to an opportunity. And that's where your opportunity lies, within that 6 of Cups. What are the hidden factors telling you? What is it that you won't be seeing in the 6 months, or at least at the start of them, that's coming in? The focus is on the 3 of Rods. So the 3 of Rods is ships coming in. Again, this is another card about attracting people from afar. Often we look at the 3 of Rods and it says, 3 of Rods is 3 of Wands, by the way. And it says, you know, we're waiting for something to happen here. We have an eye on the future. This person holds all of the wands in the future. He's looking out and he's saying, wow, look at this vast terrain. This is amazing. I can't wait to explore. I can't wait for what it is that I've put my energies in to come back to me. So the focus will be on having things come to you with this 3 of Rods energy. And as a result of that, and remember, this is another card that talks about the law of attraction. You put out, what you put out with the 3 of Rods is what you get back in. So what is it that you're not seeing coming in as a result of what it is that you're waiting for? The 2 of Cups. So for you guys here, in your hopes being to attract in something with the Queen of Rods, which is a decision from the man who holds the key to a new opportunity. This is what you're attracting in, because the opportunity is here with the 2 of Cups. This can speak about a new relationship for some of you guys. If it's not a new relationship, it's a partnership, it's a negotiation, it's an agreement. But you're getting it in. This is what you're looking to attract in, with the decision from the man who holds the key to an opportunity. And what you're not seeing is, this is what will come for you with the 2 of Cups. Let's have a look what that 2 of Cups will be based on, though. What is the 2 of Cups based on? What is this 2 of Cups situation that they're not seeing? What is this about in 3 cards from the top of the deck? What is this situation about? What is the 2 of Cups? What is the partnership that Scorpio does not see it's attracted in over the next 6 months? Show me. The Sun. The Ring. And the Bear. Oh my God, that's amazing. This 2 of Cups card here, the Lenormand is saying that it's about, when you get the Sun, this is something very, very positive that shows up. So when you get the Sun card, it's about a positive new beginning. All right, that's what the Sun card actually is. It's a beautiful card to show up within the Lenormand, and it's always, always positive. You can't get away from that Sun card being positive. It's never a negative card within the Lenormand. Okay, it's a really, really beautiful card. It's one of my best cards. With the Ring, this is a successful partnership. It can be a marriage, it can be a business contract, so it's a successful contract that you're attracting in. And we've got the Bear. The Bear represents big finances. So when you get the Bear card, this is about huge abundance. Huge. I mean, it's massive. Massive, massive money when you get that Bear card. All right, because the Bear card represents something that is big. Okay. Sometimes the Bear can be to do with things like diets and things like that, but I don't think it's saying that in this reading. Okay? This is a successful partnership, perhaps with a business person, the bear. The bear can also be a business person as well. Okay? So you're attracting in a successful partnership. It could be a money partnership because of the bear. Alright, this is one of the best cards you can get. Also the bear, because we've got a successful contract, it could be with a business partner. Because the bear can represent a business partner. So, it says what you're not seeing is there's going to be an agreement here that comes in. You guys been working on this shit, man. Because your hopes are to have a decision from a man who can open up the key to an opportunity. That's what the Queen of Wands has been looking to attract in. That's in your hopes. And that's because you want to go places with the Chariot. It's saying in the hidden factors you get this because you've got the Two of Cups. But what's it based on? A successful agreement with a partner. Usually a business partner, a money person. So this is a contract or something you guys are actually bringing in for yourselves over the next 6 months. Amazing. And why is that? Because a risk was taken. This decision that you guys will be waiting on from a gentleman who has the key to an opportunity that he can open up for you guys. Business, love, whatever it is. Well, we can see it manifests here in the hidden factors. The relationship with the Two of Cups. Because it's based on a successful partnership, a successful agreement with a business partner or with somebody who is strong. Somebody who is very prominent in the bear energy. Great abundance with these 3 cards. And that's because this decision you were waiting on, possibly there was a risk around it. But the risk was taken because you've got the Fool card. Which says, yep, don't know how this is really going to go, but let's take a risk because I believe in you. So somebody I believe is going to come in the next 6 months, Scorpio. And they're really going to believe in you. They're really going to believe in your abilities. They're really going to believe in you as a person. And they're really going to like you. What is the immediate future of this situation? Wow. Well, the focus will be on creating luck because you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is all about changes for the better. It'll also a card that represents fated situations. So sometimes when you get cards that are fated, it means that you don't really know where they're going to go because it's down to the universe. So usually when I see the Wheel of Fortune, sometimes this can be, well, let's see how it goes. It could go one way, it could go the other. And you don't need the Wheel of Fortune to be in the reverse to tell you that something's going to be negative. Okay? So this is really saying, you know, let's see how this goes. But the focus will be on luck mainly around this situation. And what manifests as a result of that in the immediate future for Scorpio? Strength. So the Strength card can say, well, you're going to need to be patient. Because that's what strength is. Strength can also mean that you have a very strong alliance with this individual. Because we are seeing you're attracting, so your hopes are to attract in a decision from a person here. A man who holds the key to success with the key card. We can see in the hidden factors that this comes true for you guys over the next 6 months between April and September 2017 because there is an agreement here with the Two of Cups. It's based on a successful agreement with the ring. Could be a business partner or somebody who's quite strong or somebody who's a very prominent individual or on a big money deal potentially with the Bear card. The immediate future says, well, the focus will be on creating great conditions, creating great luck. But it manifests as because the Wheel of Fortune can turn for good or bad, 50-50, it says that in the immediate future, be patient. It's a strong alliance, but be patient. And why do you need to be patient with the Strength card, Scorpio? Because of the Five of Cups. Because of the Five of Pentacles. Now, this is where it gets a bit tricky, I suppose. If it's a business partnership that you guys are going into, well, could say, at the moment, who's making a loss? If the man invests in you guys, if there's somebody that comes along and it's a business situation and somebody's making investment in you, it might say, well, be patient. Because at the moment, there might be a period over the next 6 months where things aren't just going to jump off the page like that, where things aren't just going to fall into place. It might be that there's a little bit of financial instability still there, potentially, especially if it's the financial thing and it's a business prospect. Might mean, well, you don't make a lot of money at first with the Five of Pentacles energy. If it's love, you got a strong relationship here. Could be with the Five of Pentacles, because this person's very supportive to you. Five of Pentacles is not just about financial instability, it's also about people who support each other. So it could be the focus is on, well, we'll see how it goes. Could be, I hope that this is the one. My fated lover. When you get Wheel of Fortune, especially in terms of love, it's a fated connection. It's meant to be. It's a soulmate card. So the immediate future in terms of love could say, well, yeah, this person is the one. Another soulmate card is strength. Even though we're very different people, we work. We work and we accept and respect each other's differences, which is what the strength card is. So it could be the immediate future, especially if it's love. Yes, you guys are hoping through your confidence to attract a decision from a man who holds the key perhaps to your heart. Because remember, the key, can you see that? It's in a heart shape. And the key goes into the heart, unlocks your heart. So if it's love, could be the hope is to attract, with the Queen of Rods energy, a decision from a man who holds the key to your heart. What's coming in, if it's love, is a relationship, the Two of Cups, and it's a positive connection with the bear. And the bear can be a very, very strong individual, male or female. If you guys are male and you're watching this, I don't know why the male is there, but, you know, whatever. But it could be saying, well, this connection with the Two of Cups in the hidden factors, it's a positive connection with the ring. Positive connection with the bear. This can be a female figure, the bear, a very strong maternal individual. As a male, it's a very strong man. And therefore, the immediate future says, well, the focus is on things going great. Your luck is turning here. Because the immediate future says, if it's love, this is a relationship of strength. Because we're in it together, through thick and thin. However, the other thing for love can be patient. Because we're really just getting to know each other here. I don't really know whether we've got anything in common, but we see how it goes. Excuse me. What's the overall outcome? Well, the focus is on the Queen of Swords. And I believe that this is direct communication, honest and open communication. So the focus will be on honest and open communication, especially if it's love. And there is the need to be patient because you've still not found your footing within this relationship. Maybe the partner, the person keeps certain things from you. Maybe you're feeling shut out in the cold. Maybe you're not really knowing what's going on in the relationship over the next 6 months. But it's saying be patient here. Because maybe, just maybe, there's a little bit of feeling like the outsider in the relationship. And that's why the focus will be on crisp, cool, but direct communication. If the relationship, if it's love, and yes, we've already covered these areas here, and it's a strong relationship because you're in it for better or for worse, the energies around this Queen of Swords, again, is about communication, because that's what the Queen of Swords is. She's a wise woman. She speaks her truth. So it's telling to you that the overall energy I feel with the Queen of Swords, the focus will be on speaking your truth, doing everything with rationality and fairness within this relationship. That's what the focus will be on. For some of you guys, if it's a professional relationship, we've covered these areas, as you can see already. Therefore, the focus will be on keeping things professional. Queen of Swords energy. Again, communicating anything within this relationship, professional, business, that's important. But keeping the focus as that. Because the Queen of Swords is not a romantic card. It deals more with communicating honesty and truth. And therefore, what's the overall outcome? Five of Rods. Don't be afraid of this card. Look at the picture on this particular card. What do you see? This is not the Five of Rods off the... let me show you the the differences between the Five of Rods of the Rider-Waite and the Five of Rods of this card here. God, if I can find this card. Give me a moment, guys. Ugh. Probably should have got these cards out before, really, but it just dawns upon you to maybe show some similarities in the cards. Let's see if we can find it now. We're nearly at it. Here we go. There's the card. So in the Rider-Waite, what it shows is 5 children fighting. Now, sometimes this Rider-Waite card can show anger, exhaustion, obstacles, jealousy, competition. But sometimes the Rider-Waite one can show just 5 children having a bit of a playful fight. This card, look at it. It shows a man and a man, 2 men having a, what do they call that game? Where the hands are being slammed down. Well, it's like a game of strength, I think it is. But this is playfulness. I feel the outcome shows playfulness. I show the outcome also shows one person trying to overcome the other. So there is a sense of competitiveness here. So if it's business, there will be the need to be very, very businesslike and to stand by your belief and your truth, Scorpio. Because this person here that you start working with will not be an easy match, okay? This person has their own ideas and they're very, very strong in their beliefs, and it might be a little bit of a tug and war. They might have a complete team behind them in which they want to work with you, and you might have a way that you want to do something, they might have a way that they want to do something. But it's saying the focus on being on the Queen of Swords, stand in your truth and don't be afraid to speak your truth with the Queen of Swords energy. Because the overall outcome is it might not be such an easy relationship. And the same goes for love with this Five of Rods. It's playfulness, yes, can be playful banter, but it can also be where you and this partner, especially if you're going to need to be patient with the relationship, because maybe there's a few things that you guys need to kind of get together with this Five of Pentacles energy here. It's saying, you know, stand in your truth. Focus is on standing in your truth, saying what you mean, being direct, being open, and being transparent and honest with the Queen of Swords card. Because you might have a very strong opponent, whether it's in love or business, with the Five of Rods. And why is that? Because it's the King of Pentacles. So for some of you guys, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn male that you're having some struggles with, but it's saying over the next 6 months for some of you guys, be patient, because this King of Pentacles can be a right one. This King of Pentacles is so self-assured. If it's business, this person runs the thing, man. He's running the thing. And because he's so experienced, he's thinking, you know what? I know exactly how this thing should be run. If it's business, he'll be saying, I know exactly how this thing should be run. I've got more experience in business than you do. And here, you'll be saying, no, just because you've got more experience, I've got more ideas. So there's going to be a tug of war between you and somebody else, especially if it's business. But it's all good. It's all good because it's just getting to know each other. If it's a relationship, yeah, there's still going to be a tug of war here. Because this is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is one of those types of people who is completely self-absorbed at the best of times. He can be fair, he can be loving, he can be loyal. But also, he's a master of instinct. He's also a master of the earthly elements. So he's got a certain way of doing things that he likes. And it might not be for you. So you might be slightly different, and that's where the Strength card comes in. Because in the immediate future, you guys are going to need to keep it together, Scorpio, if this is a love thing. You guys are going to need to keep it together. You're going to need to have trust. Because there might be things about each other that you don't know. You might feel slightly in the dark around this person. And that's why the overall outcome shows a little bit of opposition in the relationship. And that's because this person's like, don't ask me about my business. Or, I'm the King of Pentacles. I am this. So this person might have a slight arrogance about them potentially. But this is why the focus is showing us the Queen of Swords. Stand in your strength. Speak your truth. Do not be fear. Don't let this person make you feel fearful just because of what he or she stands for or who they think they are. Take them down a peg or two because you can, because you've got strength here. You're the person here, Scorpio. You're the female strength. You need to bring this person to heel here because there'll be things that you don't know about them and there'll be things that they don't want to let you in on. But it's saying stand your ground here. The focus is the Queen of Swords, and she's a kick-ass bitch in the tarot. So stand your ground. Be vocal. Be open. Ask the questions if you've got a question, because the overall outcome does show opposition in the relationship. But it's all good because you know that you've got it there. You know you guys have got it. You don't need to be worried about this, whether it's business or whether it's a love partnership. You know that you're a match for this individual because it shows in the overall focus being the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is a match for the King of Pentacles. She's a match for any of the kings. She really is. Queen of Wands' match is in her body and her beauty and her ability to show how good she is. But Queen of Swords' strength is in her tongue, in what she says, in her ideas, and that is stronger than anything. Or, it's stronger than how you look, it's stronger in what you wear, it's stronger than anything in your ideas and your thoughts. So stand by those things because you're going to have opposition, whether it's in love or business with this person. This person's taking a risk. You're both taking a risk here. But this is a good partnership here that's coming in. And why is it a good partnership? Because you took a risk on it. You weren't afraid, you went there. So you see it through with these cards here. You see the whole damn thing through, Scorpio. You don't give up on it because it will turn out for the best. It's absolutely brilliant reading for the next 6 months between April and September 2017. Absolutely wonderful. Really, really good. That is your reading. I feel that over the next 6 months between April and September, there are business partnerships coming in, work partnerships coming in. There is love coming in for you guys, partnership with someone. Might be somebody that you already know as well. But we'll see what happens here. It's a really, really good reading for the month, for the next 6 months. It's telling you to stay true to yourself. Let's do the reading one more time so we've got it down pat. Mental and emotional. You're going through a time of transition with the Death card. You've had enough with the Seven of Swords. And that's why the Hermit in the crowning area is saying it's a time for change. Which is what you're doing here mentally and emotionally. Because you're done with having to struggle. In the present situation, your focus is on security, stability, wealth, abundance, resources. And you're going to find a way to get those things because you've given up on these old self-limiting beliefs that you've got to struggle to get what you want. Around your hopes, the focus is on happiness, completion, contentment, satisfaction, which is why you're hoping to attract, with that Queen of Wands, a decision from a man who holds the key to your heart or holds the key to success. And that's because you're looking to go to the moon and back. All the way. Your expectations, the focus is on dreams. And bringing those dreams into reality with the Seven of Cups. And therefore, you're expecting to overcome any difficulties that you may have had, walk away unscathed, because you know that what you've been dreaming of is going to manifest with the Six of Cups. What you're not seeing is that the focus around what you want, you've already begun to attract it in with the Three of Rods, which is why the hidden factor is saying that there is a relationship, a partnership, a negotiation, a contract coming to you, the Two of Cups. And what's that about? Well, it's a successful contract, partnership with a very successful individual. The Bear is a very successful individual. This is an entrepreneur. This is a business owner. This is a strong man, a strong woman. This is abundance, lots of money. So this is a successful contract with the Bear. Successful contract, lots of money, Successful contract with a successful person, business partner, the Bear. Strong individual. Successful commitment with a strong individual, the Bear. And why is that? Because you took a risk. You took the opportunity. You don't know where it's going to go, but you took it. What comes up in the immediate future? Well, focus is on the Wheel of Fortune. Great luck. Turns for the better. But also 50-50. Could go either way. Soulmate relationships, perhaps, because it's fated. And therefore, what happens in the immediate future? For some of you guys, strength, strong bonds, soulmate twin flame relationship, strength together, because you're in it for the long haul, 5 of Pentacles. Or, yep, focus is on luck. Great things coming in with the Wheel of Fortune, but you may need to be patient, whether it's in business or love, because you're just finding your feet with the 5 of Pentacles. Can also be, if you're going to need to be patient with the Strength card, getting to know each other, understanding that you two oppose each other, but yet there is a very strong attraction to be together. Could be because, well, I don't really know much about this person. The person keeps me in the dark a little bit, but I'll hold on in there. The outcome shows overall focus, Queen of Swords. Speak your truth. Be fearless. Don't be afraid to be kick-ass. Because the overall outcome is this will not be a perfect relationship, the five of Wands. There is going to be some opposition between you guys, tug of war, whether it's love or business. And that's because you've got a very strong opponent in the King of Pentacles. This is somebody who can help you. This is somebody who can take you to the stars and back. But there is a very, very strong opponent here. And it's all good because it's just going to strengthen you. We can also say with the King of Pentacles that there is opposition here because the need for success. Can be a person, yes, but we can also say King of Pentacles. Whenever you get this card, it shows financial, monetary success. Successful resources that come to a person. So there will be tug of war here. And that's because you and whoever this person is simply want to achieve the best. That's your reading, Scorpio, for the next 6 months, April through to September 2017. I would like to say thank you so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I will speak